So what's your view on the calls to Greece to privatize much of their public works and so on?
Well, this is a way of the motivation. The ostensible motivation here is to provide money to the Greek government. But it's just that's a one-off proposition, because then the revenue stream that the public services may bring in is not going to be available. But at the same time, what's going to happen is that the private companies are going to raise prices and going to raise fees and so forth, or impose fees if they are not already being imposed, and the access to, let's say, higher education or other services, health services in the to the Greek population will shrink dramatically. So this is not a policy which is going to rejuvenate the Greek economy. It is simply going to reconfigure it so that it becomes something from which whoever buys these assets at fire sale prices will be able to make a profit for a while.
So that would really be a short-term thing, not really looking too far into the future.
Well, it's not going to provide benefits to the Greek population, except to perhaps a narrow strata who maintain their fortunes outside the country and would be able to pay for what survives of these services. But if then it's not a way to run, for example, a public health service that is truly public in any meaningful sense.
Okay. What's the general consensus among American economists as how this is all being handled in Europe?
I wouldn't have any idea if there is a consensus or not, and if there were, a consensus of economists is not worth a tinker's damn, and I wouldn't pay any attention to it.
Okay. So getting to a little bit more on the light side, what's your opinion of your German colleagues? Do you have an opinion?
Well, certainly I have the highest view of the two who came to my conference, Heiner Flassbeck and Jörg Biebau, both of whom gave very crisp and succinct and persuasive presentations that were really, in many ways, deep analyses of this problem. If you're asking me about the advisory board of the Bundesbank, or then that's a subject which I would not be willing to address in terms that might be quoted.
I can understand that. All right, I think we're probably done here.
Okay, I hope that helped.
Thanks very much for your time. And
very good. Enjoyed it.